Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. So a lot of you guys are tagging me here on Twitter, saying that the Detroit Pistons, well, as we can see the Woj bomb right here, it's not really a Woj bomb. It's not really a firecracker. You know those little white things that you throw and pop on the ground? It's kind of like one of those, man. We got Adrian Woj saying, ESPN sources, the Detroit Pistons are finalizing a contract extension for Coach Dwane Casey, bringing his deal through the 2023-2024 NBA season, man. So it should be announced pretty soon here. So I want to give you guys my quick opinions on this, man. So when it comes down to it, I guess the TLDR is that I'm definitely cool with it, man. I will say Dwane Casey has his pros and his cons as a coach, but I think that's anybody out there. What I like about Dwane Casey is that at least he's pretty consistent in the sense that he's not garbage, but he's also not great. He's just consistently just a fine coach. And I'm okay with that right now here in Detroit, man. We've gone through quite the coaching search over the years, really since we had Larry Brown for a little bit, and then obviously Flip Saunders. But really since Flip, it's the coaching was just going all over the place. I remember in particular Michael Curry, who I just could not stand. So when I see Dwane Casey, that's like Dan Popovich, bro, compared to Michael Curry at the time. So when it comes down to it, though, he was brought to this team to coach. At the time, I would only assume they thought maybe a potential contender. Maybe maybe that was the mindset at the time, right? He was brought to this team to the coach Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, and see what they do with Luke Kennard and stuff like that. And he wasn't really here. I don't really want to see for a championship, because I still say that team is that's not really a championship team. That's just well, we all know what that team was, right, man? But regardless, he's now been shifted into this coach to be in charge of this rebuild. And I think in particular, when you have young players like this, it is very good to have just that consistency with them. Not only that, though, but it seems like him and Troy Weaver are on the same brain length on the kind of the direction they want to go with this rebuild. I will say a knock on him at times, which he's definitely gotten a bit better with it. I think that's because Weaver probably said, okay, man, we're trying to tank and stuff. At times, Casey's coaching game plan kind of revolves sometimes maybe playing a Wayne Ellington or somebody like that, or just one of the vets that maybe you don't really want to see so much getting minutes over one of the younger players out there. Definitely beginning, middle of the season, that was the direction he was going. Now, as of late, Dumboy's been getting more minutes and all that stuff, so that's been nice to see, man, regardless. As far as the direction of this team, 2023-2024 NBA season, that's not that far away, but it's also it's enough time to go through a decent rebuild. It's enough time to see hey, is this going to be the coach for the future of this team? Because and I'm thinking what Troy Weaver, the GM of the Pistons, needs to see with Casey over these next few years is just consistent improvement. Nobody's expecting Detroit to be a playoff team next year. Nobody's expecting Detroit to win a championship the next 2 years. But every single season you got to get a little bit better. You have to take these guys that Weaver's bringing in. The Jeremy Grants, drafting the Killian Hayes, Sadiq Bays, Isaiah Stewart's, and you got to see those guys fit into a Dwane Casey type of system, and to see especially the young bloods. It's okay, is this the way that Casey runs things? Is that a way that these guys can adapt? Because not only is a coach extremely important just with the consistency and just having that one guy around the young players, but also this is the guy that the young players around every single day. And with that, you build up certain habits, stuff that down the road, man, might be tough to break. So I'm happy with him as the coach of the team here, man. So yeah, 2 years left on his deal. Let me click on this real quick here. I want to see what this all says. Maybe there's some additional information for us to see here, man. Look at my slow ass internet, bro. Come on, it's never this slow. Come on, you embarrassing me, man. Okay, here we go. So let me get that going right here. So it says the Detroit Pistons are finalizing a contract extension for Coach Dwane Casey, sources told ESPN. The sources were me, man. It was me. I did a prank phone call, so we bring back Dwane Casey. I'm just joking. It was not me. Casey has 2 years left on his original 5-year deal and will be extended for one more season through the 2023-2024. Okay, so it's an additional season on the 2 years he already had. I guess with anything, though, that is somewhat important because you never really know like who's on the hot seat. So by them extent, it's like, okay, well, we're not like upset with you about anything right now. So I guess that's like let's at least like peace of mind with him, which maybe that was the reason they did it. Like, hey, we're gonna show a good sign of faith by giving you this 1-year extension. I guess that doesn't make anybody completely safe though. So we got through a 20-50 record this season. Damn, is that bad? Is that bad? Marking the start of a franchise rebuild. Pistons general manager Troy Weaver has been enthusiastic over Casey and his coaching staff's development of the franchise's young players, including rookies first-round pick Sadiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, straight up. Like, while I do give Weaver the credit of drafting those guys, as far as Casey, you know, especially like Sadiq Bey. Like Sadiq Bey has been given like some great opportunities this season. Isaiah Stewart as of late. It took a little while for Stewart to kind of come along with like how Mason was playing to start the season, but he's getting a lot of good chances now. So, yeah, it's cool to say or to see. So we got Weaver has been pleased with the leap that free agent forward Jeremy Grant made, carrying a bigger offensive load in Detroit. Yeah, I think anybody would. The contract looks great now. And the progress shown with young vets and reclamation projects, including forwards Josh Jackson and guard Frank Jackson. And that right there is what I love to see with the coach too, man. You know, sometimes you get guys that come to your team with this reputation of just being like, hey, like Josh Jackson, like I know your story, man. I know you're, what was he drafted by Phoenix, I believe, and had like some bad, like didn't really do much for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's like, hey, this guy's just a bust or whatever. No, it's like he was given a good, legitimate chance, and when he played well, Casey played him. There was also times where Josh Jackson was not playing well or making poor choices, and then he would kind of be in the doghouse for a bit, which sometimes that's good for certain players, right? And yeah, I mean, Frank Jackson is just like another guy I look at and it's like, hey, that's like our damn like backup point guard for the next like 5, 6, 7 years. So yeah, some good opportunities there, but also at the same time you can't become complacent. Just because guys are putting up good numbers, it's not leading the W's, then there's obviously something wrong with the rotation or game plan as a whole. So it says Casey is well regarded by Detroit owner Tom Gores, who hired him 3 years ago after Casey's 7-season tenure with Toronto ended. Didn't he win like Coach of the Year and then get fired? Pretty sure that's the case, right? Casey 64, didn't he 64? Is 81 and 137 in 3 seasons with the Pistons, including a 41-41 record in his first year. He was the NBA's Coach of the Year in 2017 with the Raptors. Yes, I thought he was. Casey has a 320 and 230. Damn, we are roasting that record, bro. Damn, take off them 137 L's right there, man. It's a good-ass coach. He was really good for Toronto. Led the Raptors to 2 trips to the Eastern Conference Finals where they, you know, obviously got defeated at the hand of LeBronto. But I still think regardless, man, like you could have had like a championship team with them. So, yeah, man, Dwane Casey, few more seasons. Pistons season's almost over with. You know, I catch some moments of the games here and there. But for the most part, like, it's not really fun watching them right now outside of watching like the player development. But we've been kind of doing that for the whole season anyway. So, I'm excited to see what they have in store. Last offseason was amazing. It was an amazing offseason. Some of the signings we got, you know, the draft picks we got. So I'm really excited to see what, you know, Weaver and Casey can do this next time around, man. But that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.